Well, the housing market hasn't crashed yet, but why? Hey, it's Craig back with another Mortgage Minute, and I wanted to talk today about the housing market just in general. And I'm not going to throw a bunch of stats at you. I'm just going to talk to you in general about why hasn't the housing market crashed? Because I will tell you, I spoke with a lot of people over the past 12 to 16 months, and a lot of times comments were made saying, hey, I'm just going to wait till these home prices come down. I'm just going to wait until the market crashes and then I'm going to take advantage of it. And so I would imagine that a lot of people are sitting today who, felt that in 2022 and are trying to figure out like, hey, why didn't that happen? And the answer is actually really simple. Housing markets are based on supply and demand. Very simple economic concept, but prices are going to adjust based on supply and demand. So here's the thing: if you dramatically decrease the demand on housing, yes, that's going to cause prices to come down. It has to, right? People have to sell homes. The reason someone would, put their home on the market for $500,000 is because they think they can sell it for $500,000. They're not going to sell it for 400,000 if they feel like there's somebody out there that will pay a $500,000 for their house. Okay. And if the demand dramatically decreased and that person no longer felt they could sell their house for $500,000 and they felt, now look, the most I can get from a house is 450,000, then look, if they have to sell their house, they're going to drop it down to 450. Why hasn't that happened? Because they haven't had to. There's enough demand for the housing supply that's available today. And for someone that's out looking at homes right now, if you talk to them, probably what you're going to hear is yeah, there's not a ton of inventory available. Well, that's keeping home prices up. So if you're someone that is had the mindset in 2022 that, hey, these home prices can't keep going up at the pace they're going up, so that means they've got to go negative. Here's the reality: you're right. Home prices are not going to continually go up 25-30% like we saw in 2021. I personally don't believe that's sustainable, and I never thought it was sustainable back in 2021. However, that doesn't mean that home prices are going to go negative. And I think that's a really important point to understand. Home prices rose roughly 6%. And there you go. I am throwing a stat at you there. Sorry. Home prices rose roughly 6% in 2022, and home prices are on a pace. You know what? Let's not even get into it. We'll talk about it at the end of this year. But the fact of the matter is, home prices are not going negative because it's simply supply and demand. And listen, builders can't build homes fast enough to make up for the undersupply that we currently are experiencing. Okay. So it's not like someone can say, all right, well, you know what, builders are going to overbuild this year and they're going to cause a massive problem. It doesn't work that way. I mean, listen, a builder would love to put a house up in 2 weeks because they know it would sell because there's a supply issue, but it doesn't work that way. It takes time to build a house. So that in and of itself is not going to fix the supply issue. So if you're someone that needs to buy a home, and my gosh, if you're someone that's renting right now and you're waiting for home prices to get better, they're not getting better. They're continually going up. So now might be the perfect time for you to take a look at your options. So if you got questions, give me a call, 615-498-5626, and I appreciate you watching.